Greetings, Rob Cruz here from Bushcraftnetwork.com. I'm doing a review on the LT Wright Great Plainsman. This is a 6.5 inch overall length with a 2 3/4 inch cutting edge. It's made out of 1/8 inch stock D2 tool steel, which is a semi-stainless steel. It will patina over time, and it does have some stainless steel properties to it though. But it will not hold a finish the same as a real true stainless steel. I have it here sized up next to an SE Azula so that you can get a good understanding of the size. And as you can tell, they are very similar in size, both in blade length and handle. Now, the handle on the Great Plainsman looks pretty small in stature, but it actually works pretty good, and it doesn't feel as small as it looks in your hand. And a lot of that is the forward thumb ramp here that gives you good control over the knife's blade and really gets your hand set up so that it feels like it's good and solid in your hand. As you can see here, it's a full finger grip for me. If you have larger hands, it might be tougher to get a 4-finger grip on it, but for me it works well. And you really get a lot of control over that, that blade edge with that forward thumb ramp. The spine of the knife has been sharpened to a 90-degree angle. It reminds me quite a bit of a skate edge. If any of you are Canadian or live in the northern areas. And it's meant for using with fire steels, and it works extremely good at that. So I'll stop doing that before the smoke detector goes off. And it works excellent at doing that. So this isn't just an around the house knife. This thing is something that can be used outdoors and in survival situations. It's a solid knife. I've only really used it around the house so far because we're going through the spring thaw, and it's kind of miserable, muddy and wet outside, and just waiting for things to dry up a bit. So once that happens, I'll probably do a conclusion to the knife. But I'm very happy with it. The complaint I have is with the leather sheath that came with it. These leather sheaths are made by JRE Industries for LT Wright knives, and they are made. This one here is actually made for 3 different knives, the Great Plainsman being the smallest of the 3. And as you can see, it's been wet molded. That's something I've done myself. When I got the knife originally, it sat so deep in there that it actually covered this top pin. So there was hardly anything to grab a hold of. So I put this small lanyard on it. I'm not much of a lanyard person, but I put this small lanyard on it to give me something to grab. And I also gave it a wet molding so that I could set the depth of how deep the knife went in. To wet mold a sheath, all you got to do is soak it completely in water until it's drenched. Then you just mold it with your hands around the knife, and then you got to let it sit about 3 days for it to harden up and take its shape. So that's what I've done with this, and it is a good quick fix. The knife clicks in there nice. I've got it sitting up about an extra 1/2 inch now, so I got something to grab so I can draw it easily. But I still have a complaint about the loop, the belt loop. This belt loop will take about a 3.5 inch belt. So when you got it on a normal size belt, it really moves around a lot, and it is very unsteady. So I am going to get a custom sheath made for this knife, and I've already got it booked for that. I'm just waiting for Red Nose Leather to have some free time to work on it for me, and I'll be sending it off to him. So that is my only complaint about the knife, was the sheath, and that's a complaint I often have about many knives, are the factory sheaths. I do like that it was made out of leather. Being in Canada in the winter, kydex can get very brittle in the cold and actually shatter. I've had them shatter before in the cold. And so I'm glad it came with a leather sheath, but it just wasn't executed as well as I had hoped. But the sharpened spine, I'll give you another view of some sparks coming off of it. Works great. Like I said, it feels like a skate edge. It's nice, and you don't have to worry about ruining your edge. And that's a very nice feature that LT Wright does on a lot of their knives. And it's a great little knife. I'm really enjoying it, and look forward to using it outdoors in the near future. And I'll leave you with that. So take care, and I'll see you out there.